By the way, I got to tell you, I think it's Michael here that's come up with the new name for CNN. It's the Catastrophe News Network. I think it fits perfectly. A couple of stories that are worth getting. And I was thinking about some of the things that are going on in the world today. What are the great stories that if you were to go back, like if you were in a coma, and you went into a coma in, I don't know, pick the year.
1971.
1971. Well, let's even go further out. Let's go to 1980. You're in the coma in 1980, and you pop out of the coma in 2016. Could you imagine? I mean, really, just think about it. I mean, forget about the little things. I mean, which are big things. So America now has a black president. That's a big deal. And from 1980, that would be thought of as a pretty big deal.
Donald Trump's running for what?
Donald Trump is the Republican nominee for president and could very well be president of the United States.
Was he outrageous, though, in the late 70s and early 80s?
I think you would not even believe it.
Yeah. Women and booze and everything.
I didn't know.
It gets better. Remember the guy, Jared from Subway? He's out, just been arrested, went to jail for liking little boys and having pictures and setting up relationships. Who would have thunk that, right?
Cell phones is the least of it.
Oh, and by the way, remember your hero from the 70s? He's now a woman.
Yeah.
Bruce Jenner's now a woman.
Oh, man.
I mean, could you imagine waking up today from a coma and just looking around, and the most surreal stories that you could have predicted? You never could have predicted, right? Who could have predicted all of this stuff?
Yeah.
Speaking of Donald Trump, do I have time before? Can we go to the top?
Yeah.
Okay. Donald Trump yesterday saying that Hillary and Obama have co-founded ISIS. How about that?
ISIS is honoring President Obama. He is the founder of ISIS. He's the founder of ISIS. Okay? He's the founder. He founded ISIS. And I would say the co-founder would be crooked Hillary Clinton.
So the rhetoric is mounting. There's one more Trump thing that might have backfired just a little bit. But Trump called out Hillary Clinton yesterday. And what is the story about the Orlando shooter's father?
Oh, this is
and he was at a Hillary rally, right?
But he wasn't just at it. He was one of the people behind her.
Yes, I know. Right. He was on the stage.
Yes.
Behind her. Well, Trump didn't miss that one.
Wasn't it terrible when the father of the animal that killed the wonderful people in Orlando was sitting with a big smile on his face right behind Hillary Clinton? And by the way, including that
is odd when you think about it. And now, obviously, the father came out. The family was devastated over what their son had done. But then there were stories out, and I don't know what's true and what isn't true, that he was extremely conservative and the father was anti-gay. And that just wouldn't seem, if that is true, and I don't know that it's true, but it would seem that would not be the person Hillary would want sitting there, right?
No, and her campaign, in fact, said he claims that they knew Hillary's campaign knew he was coming and kind of were welcoming to him.
Yeah.
And they're saying, no, we don't want anything to do with him, and we don't want him to come to our events.
One other, though, the part that kind of backfired slightly on Trump is that all while he's attacking Hillary for having that guy there, former Congressman Mark Foley was sitting behind Trump, accused pedophile. So, I mean, you got to wonder, right?